Here we want to start with the first step. We want to end up with the thigh to chest relationship on the first step. The tight end on the left is in a great position. Tight end on the right has a little separation between his chest and his thigh. We'll do that, get the first step, then we'll walk it out. Here we have two other tight ends. Same drill, great first steps. Flat back, chest to thigh relationship, walk it out. Final tight end, nice flat back. Nice draw the hand off the ground. Great football position. Now we'll walk it out, staying low, working a nice demeanor walk. Good arm action here. We'll finish the drill. Come back the other way. Now we're in a left-handed stance. Tight end's on the left side of the line. 3-point stance, nice flat back. Tight end on the right. Great first step. Tight end on the left, expose his chest, giving the defender a nice surface to destroy the block or the release. Nice pad level, duck walking out of the duck walking out of the stance. Nice first step. Good chest to thigh relationship, walk it out. Our next deal here is we want to replicate the first step, but now we want 3 quick steps and reload. Quick step, reload, quick step, reload. Being able to replicate the stance and the start every time we do this. Nice chest to thigh, nice chest to thigh. Nice chest to thigh. On the fourth one, we'll get out of there and explode out the stance. See, we have another tight end doing the exact same thing. Notice his head and chest. Never leave the thigh, staying on the same plane. We'll fire out of them on the last rep. Get another view from a left-handed stance. See the tight end on the left, the far tight end. Has too much rise in his first step. The near tight end is doing a great job exploding out the stance. Now here we progress to, we want to get the foot out of the hole. It's still our stance and start, but we want to transfer the weight to the foot that we're going to push off of and bring the back foot out of the hole. You see here we have 2 coaches holding that back foot. Now the weight has to be on the instep and the big toe of the inside foot driving out of the stance. This really forces the tight end to load that inside foot up and explode out of his stance. This will help us with great get off in the run game and in the pass game. Our next drill is our mirror shuffle drill. Here we want to maintain a nice football position. You want flexion in the ankles, flexion in the knees, flexion in the hips. Okay, want eyes through the chin of the defender, maintaining, keeping the defender in our framework. As a defender goes to our right, we're going to punch with our right hand, square him back up. Defender goes to the left, we're going to punch with our left hand, square him back into the framework, keep him in a great position for the block. Always maintaining a good football position. Here we're just working on the mirror and the shuffle. Starting from the ground, we want a nice balanced stance. Want good flexion in the ankles. We never want to cross over. Maintaining a good base as we punch and get them into our framework. It's an excellent example here by the tight end. He's got great knee bend. Like to see his eyes through the chin. Notice his hands when he punches, they fit right into the armpits. Gives him a nice surface, good area to grab and maintain a squared fit, mirroring the feet with the defender and keep him within the framework. Another great example here, eyes through the chin. Our next phase is the mirror shuffle with the finish. Notice maintain this nice balanced stance, good knee bend, good ankle bend, chest up, big chest, eyes through the chin. We'll shuffle on the whistle. We'll finish the block. And here, keeping them within the framework. Finish, elbows in. When we finish, okay, we get the whistle. We're going to finish with our elbows in, our thumbs up, fitting right in the armpit of the defender, eyes through the chin, and hit on the rise. Next, we go over to Big Bertha, piece of equipment that I like to use. It's a big, heavy bag, allows the guys to slap it and be physical. Violent hands is what we want from the tight end position. You can also do this drill with a stand-up bag with a person holding from behind. Doesn't necessarily have to be the Big Bertha, but it is a good drill that we like to do. We're looking to get a good release. Here we're going to head fake to the inside, slap with the outside arm to displace the defender, and then get back to a stacked position. Nice violent hands, good slap, rip with the inside arm. We want to move the defender to the inside, so now we're working half a man on our release. Our tight ends are usually taller guys, 6'4" or better, so the rip is a better release for them. When you get into the swim exposes a lot of body surface for the defender to use to keep the tight end on the line of scrimmage. We'll do this drill to the right. Here we have a great head fake, inside release. Great punch, great jab. On number 44 here, now he works back to stack. We'll work this to the right and to the left. Okay, now we're going to progress to our pass set progression. We're going to start with the tight end blocking the defender in the 7 technique. Defender in the 7 technique on the pass rush, we're going to have to cover the defender up, step hard inside with our inside foot, marry our inside foot to his inside foot, and marry our outside foot to his outside foot, allowing no penetration, and it becomes basically a drive block. We got to hold the defender here on the line of scrimmage. At the tight end position, you don't get a lot of reps and work at pass protection. This is a drill that you can get a lot of reps in a short amount of time. So first we'll start with the 7 technique inside. We want to marry the feet of the defenders, hands to the chest, good solid punch, eyes through the chin of the defender. All right, we want good, always one being a good knee bent, ankle flex position, bend in the waist, elbows in, thumbs up. He'll reset, and now we'll progress to a head up defender. Okay, head up defender, we basically are picking up and putting down our inside foot. All right, nice pass set, more like a jump set here to not allow the defender to get off the line of scrimmage. We want to cover up 3/4 of the defender on his pass rush, forcing him to go outside. We'll reset. Now we'll go to a rusher in a 9 technique. Tight 9 technique just off the shoulder of the tight end. Basically the defender's inside tip of his shoulder pads or on the outside tip of the tight end shoulder pads. Now we're going to do a quick kick set off the line of scrimmage, covering up 3/4 of the defender and forcing him up the field. Our aiming point, we're going to block the near number of the defender. Okay, good arm placement, good punch on the near number. Okay, again, body presence covering up 3/4 of the defender. The final progression is a wide 9 technique. Now we have some distance between the defensive end is 2 guys removed from the tight end, and we're going to get a quick set and get another set. So basically we're getting 2 sets, getting back to a shoulder tip to shoulder tip relationship and covering up 3/4 of the defender and forcing him an outside rush. Still punching the near breastplate. And again, covering up 3/4 of the defender, making him rush around the edge. Now we'll progress to some of our route running. Here we're working on our stem and approaching the top of the route. As we approach the top of the route, notice right here the defender, or as we approach the top of the route, notice that the tight end has his weight back on his heels. We don't want that. We want the tight end to maintain shoulders over toe relationship. As he approaches the top of the route, we want him to make the plant off his outside foot when he's coming inside, and vice versa going outside. Here we have an inside breaking route. We want to have the outside foot stick in the ground with a slight pigeon toe relationship, meaning that the front foot, or the outside foot in this case, is at a 45-degree angle, giving him a surface to push back towards the quarterback and present a big target. Right here, we like the tight end to be more over his toes, more weight on the instep of his outside foot, and explode back towards the quarterback. Here we get a little bit better. As he comes out of that route, here's the stick. Again, the foot needs to be turned slightly more towards that 40-yard line in a 45-degree angle. You like to see him drive his elbow back towards the quarterback and open up. The elbow drive will force his body to open, and his eyes and head will follow. As we work the stem, you like to see the tight end at the top of the route still maintain good arm swing and use his arms and that momentum to open them up and drive them back towards the quarterback. Here we have a little bit better plant, good open step, driving towards the inside cone. Here you see the tight end at the top of the route accelerate his hands, giving the illusion he's going faster, but he's actually decelerating and putting himself in position to come out of the break. Here you notice the tight end actually raises his body and his weight transfers to his back heels as he comes out of this break. This is not what we want. We actually want to see the shoulder pads to stay in this position all the way through the stem of the route and the top of the route, never changing, never raising up, and then seeing that toe stick in the ground. He should be in a shoulders over toes relationship. You notice his shoulders and his head, shoulders, toes, and head are not in the same alignment here, which is what we want coming out of the break. We have a much better stick here and exploding out the top of the break. Then we'll progress to adding the ball into the route. Stick, come out. You notice at the top of the route, when he throws the elbow, it opens the body, the toe, the hips, the chest, and the head back towards the quarterback. Now he gives a big target for the quarterback, gets both eyes on the ball, makes the catch. We're going to catch, tuck and turn, get back up the field. Here we see the tight end decelerating, see the arm speed changes. Right? We like to see the tight end to continue to pump the arms and actually give the illusion that he's taken off as he comes out of the break. Stick, catch, tuck, and turn. We'll do that to the right and to the left. Okay, again, we want to drive the stem, stick the top of the route, good elbow drive, catch, tuck, and turn. And you see here at the top of this route, he uses our ball security drill, our balance touch drill, catch, tuck, maintain your balance, get up the field. Here we like the tight end to keep his, as you can see, his toes, his knees, his chest, and his head are not in alignment. We like to see all those in alignment with the weight on his upfield foot and being in a position to explode out the cut. Now we'll work on releases. Here we're going to work a rip release. Okay, we want to swat with the inside hand and rip through the defender, give him a small surface and get his hands off our breastplate. Then arm swat here. Here we have an arm swat and get skinny up the field, and we're going to work the stack. Okay, nice quick hands, powerful rip up the field. Now we'll work our chop technique. Defender puts his arms out, hands. The defender tries to get to our breastplate. We want to chop the hands down and get upfield. Here's a great look at it from the front. Chop, down the field. Now we'll work our cone drill. Here we're working the top of the route. Want a great stem, work the top of the route like we're working our basic cross or an out route per se. Want to work up the field, want to jab outside, usually a number 2 reading the progression. Got time to work the top of the route and accelerate across the field. Nice head nod, accelerate through the catch at the end. Here we want to do a great job of stemming up the field. Head nod. Stick to catch. We want to reach and greet the ball at the end of the route. Good head nod. Catch the football. Get it tucked away. Job stick with the outside foot. Catch it, tuck it away. Good job with the head. Good finish to the drill. And that's our 4-cone drill. Here's our ball drill progression. We'll start with the ball right at the face. Tight ends 10 yards apart. Want to see them reach and greet the football, catch it away from their body, and tuck it away. Then we'll go to a low ball thrown at the ankles. Want to see them, their head, their eyes, their hands, and knee bend, go to catch the football and keep it off the ground. Catch the front tip of the football, pinkies together, squeezing the ball. Then we'll go to a high ball right above their head. Want to see them catch, tuck it away. Okay, we'll bring them back the other way. Want this one right at the top of their head. Then we'll go to a back shoulder ball. Want to see them open their hips and give with the football. Don't fight the ball back across your body. And then we'll go the other way with, like to get two hands on the ball. Sometimes you have to get one hand on it. Give with the catch. And that's our ball drill progression. Here we have the box drill. This drill is designed to teach your tight ends how to fight their way to get open in the pass game. Drill is set up with the defender facing the receiver with his back to the quarterback. The tight end will work his way open using his hands, using flippers, using body movements to get himself open to catch the football. The tight end has to catch 3 balls before the drill is over. So here's the box drill. Work and find a way, work the whole box. Got to stay within the 5-yard box. Find his way to get open. Got to be on the same page with the quarterback. We want the tight end to move throughout the whole drill. Okay, this is our leverage drill. We'll start with a drive block by the tight end as the offensive player. He wants a nice fit with his hands inside. The other tight end will start with his hands outside as the defensive player. As we work this drill, the offensive player will work the drive block. The defensive player, instead of just being a blocking dummy here, will actually perform his power hops as if he was getting bull rush in the pass game. So he's going to anchor down. He wants to be on the instep of his feet. Nice knee bend, giving resistance to the drive blocker. On the whistle, they'll flip and they'll switch to leverage, where the defensive player will now become the offensive player. Hands inside, good fit, eyes through the chin. Defensive player will now perform his power hop. Good drive, good power hop, switch. Now, good switch, transition back to a drive block, transition to a power hop.